Welcome to Superchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Thrill Seeks, and this is somebody who's been a dear friend for a very long time. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter on their channel more than anything else. They bring us theme park footage, particularly roller coasters, along with some other variety. You might find a vlog or a unboxing video, and a lot of live streaming. Particularly, they typically do a live stream once a week to allow and encourage everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in Superchat. So you'll likely meet more friends and family members for your channel over there when you get a chance, and they are fully monetized. So there's lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships. When we get over there, I see that Clay Meir has come in. I Am Betty J Gathers, of course, is already on the wheel with Scratch and PPA. Wolf's Bear Productions is about to be added. We always put our members on the wheel right away, but the wheel is open to everyone. Not just members and super chatters and things like that. It takes a little bit of time to get onto the wheel and eventually the screen. But we try to get as many channels as we can, and most of the time we get to everybody. So if you have some time to spend, then you will likely have your channel featured on the screen today. And it goes in order, not just how long you're here, but by how active you are in the chat as well during the time that we go through our live stream. Queen's Life just dropped a super chat on us. For that reason, we're going to make that channel the next one that we look at before I start spinning the wheel. And I'm just scanning through our chat to see if we have any brand new channels in the chat. We might be caught up, but that's okay. I'm just going to do some introductions here for a quick second. Pardon me, I know I was late getting on. I needed an extra 2 minutes. I should have waited to start the live stream. Paralife TV, Life as a Paraplegic, is in the house. Coupon Gale is here, hoping to help us save some money. Dine with Sonia is back in the house. My neighbor Hope Bus from about 20 minutes away, where I am in or around Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. Meanty, of course, is here along with Queen's Life. And Miracle Motivates, good to see you here. Planet Mimi Vlogs, good to have you back. Sage Lifestyle, it's good to have you here as well. Sound Beats, it's been a little while, but it's good to have you here. Team Tyra, always good to see you. The How-To Lady will always fill our chat with all kinds of positivity and motivation. The Real Deal with Shonda is a longtime friend of Superchat, and Woman Outdoors is one of our new members. So I'm just getting you onto our Wheel of Doom as well. Kristen Welton, my love, is here both as a moderator and a member. And of course, Michael's Adventures, one of the most supportive creators that I've met on YouTube, is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. So hopefully everybody's already off to the races, meeting new friends and family members. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn, good to see you here as well. And then Stiff Breast End, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I've missed a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. The Bud Files, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for hanging out. Now we're looking at Queen's Life. Like I said, they just dropped a super chat on us. Thrill Seeks actually left us one yesterday. But Queen's Life has done that many times before, and they've actually got a couple things for us to see. So first of all, there's a brand new video. I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And when we look at Meanty, we see the channel belonging to the son of Queen's Life with some gameplay videos here. So I hope that we will encourage this young creator to keep moving. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. Now, anybody can reach out to me anytime if you would like to on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. Facebook next to that, and then occasionally on Twitter. It doesn't have to be questions. It can be if you think I can help with something. Otherwise, I love talking YouTube. I'm always happy to hear stories about lessons learned along the way and things people notice in their YouTube journey. So Queen's Life, for instance, we know is approaching 2,000 subscribers, as a matter of fact, which is really cool. So I'm going to spin the wheel right away. Kevin Fishes, good to see you here. I think MLW Fishing Man was here earlier as well. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get to I Am Betty J Gathers. You'll notice that the wheel looks a little bit different today. They actually updated it yesterday. It's for free. Anybody can use this. It's called Wheel of Names from wheelofnames.com. And it's really unbelievably easy to use. So that's why we use it here in Superchat. I will never be able to remember where I first saw it, but you see it in lots of different live streams like this with lots of people using this for contests. For instance, I was in with Garden State Gardener last night for Sunday Fun Day, and Joe uses this wheel as well for a lot of giveaways that they do on that show. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I Am Betty J Gathers is here with us almost every single day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who is constantly positive, motivating, and responsible for us getting hundreds of extra thumbs up. Even when I forget to mention it, she's always pushing for us to get those numbers up. AceFlaw1, good to see you in the house. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. It's pure variety on I Am Betty J Gathers, but like I said, a very positive and motivating creator. Dora UG Media, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And we'll get to spinning the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Thank you, Woman Outdoors. We're going to look at Claymere, a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, somebody who puts a lot of focus on other creators. I got to get you to pardon me for a second. I'll be right back. And the gaming cam, thank you for coming in. We'll get Claymere up onto the screen. And the gaming cam happens to be a member, so we will add them onto our Wheel of Doom right away. And Claymere right now, we don't have a sub count on, but that's okay. We know that they're well over 1,000 subscribers because they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. She Sangs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for asking, how do you get onto the wheel? So I have a robot here, and it's called Botissimo, and it keeps this list of statistics, not just based on how long you're here, but also how active you are in the chat. So when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6 like we are now, I look over at the list and I start grabbing names from here. So for instance, right now, Sage Lifestyle will be added to the wheel. We already looked at Mean Tea, but we will see Dine with Sonia and Team Tyra. And we will spin the wheel again in another moment after we talk about Claymere. Now, like I said, this is a creator who puts a lot of focus on others. When you manage to get into one of their live streams, you'll find they do a spectacular job of trying to encourage and allow everybody to connect the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. Nyambira Mwangi, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Claymere does pure variety on their channel, but they mix up the videos and live streams, as you can see, and you will find a lot of diverse content on this channel. One of the things they do often is a interview series called Creator Corner, where they feature other YouTubers, and they've had quite a diverse collection of interviewees come onto their show, and they do a thoughtful and considerate job. And like I said, this creator, you will find, is constantly trying to get other people together, which is great to see. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And Claymere has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend to Superchat for a very long time. So let's spin the wheel. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you in the house. Oh, Hope Us. I will message you about that afterwards. Myself, I have quite a full plate. I am really struggling to work in any side work. As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit disappointed because I wanted to get into some more work this spring, and I ate up my entire February chasing some content on my personal channel. And now we're getting really close to construction season again. I'm going to find myself with no time at all. So I will message you. The name of the Wheel Queen's life is the Wheel of Doom. That was named by a friend of ours, Mr. Naz, who's been in the chat many, many, many times. He named that a long time ago. It started off as kind of a joke, if you want to call it that, but we kept the name all this time in honor of Mr. Naz. He was just here the other day again, and I just wrote a note for myself there to remember to message Hope Us about the idea of an intro video. I have this horrible habit of writing people's names down on my notepad. I literally keep like pen and paper for my notes, and I'll write down a channel name when we talk about something here in the live stream, and then I don't write down what the subject was, just the name. So then I have to go back to them the next day and I say, I wrote your name down yesterday. Do you know why? Because I can't remember. Oh, Courtney Shanice Reviews. Our moderators will knock out any messages that talk about like numbers and like I'm about to hit a goal or milestone and come visit me and things like that. It's no big deal. It's just that we always knock those messages out. But I can tell you that Courtney Shanice Reviews is getting close to 1K. Very, very close. The other thing too is here in Superchat, I don't do the push that I know some creators do, and it's able to work a little bit better for them. I've even had it done for me. Happy Lux has gotten me hundreds of friends that way, and a couple other creators as well. But here in Superchat it doesn't work because we're so focused on connecting one by one, taking our time and following that full procedure. I've tried many different times to give a push, and we just can't do it here. So the most important thing is that we're always connecting the right way and doing as much as we can for others, knowing that they will do the same for us, and as long as we're growing our families, they will be there to catch all of our new content. The Weightlifting Geek, good to see you back in the house. The Essence of Sonya, good to see you here. Something's up, the Weightlifting Geek, because your channel name here in the chat is not coming up green, but I do have your membership in the background. I don't know if that is because of separate accounts or some kind of a glitch. Maybe that's why you weren't able to find the custom emojis that we have for our members the other day. The Weightlifting Geek was telling me that they weren't able to see those custom emojis, and I wonder if that's the reason. YouTube's full of glitches, but that's the first time I'd heard of anything like that at all. When it's only one person saying something, it makes me wonder if it's them, not the system. The Essence of Sonya, good to see you here, by the way. S.A. Lagari, good to have you back. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. Tristan Bell, good to see you here. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I'm just looking at something in the background here. Yeah, very weird, because it's their proper account that they're in here with. Is there any possibility, the Weightlifting Geek, that you have like one of those brand accounts? Or, you know, sometimes when we start a YouTube channel, YouTube forces us to basically have two accounts. One that's just the account, the other one that's the channel. That doesn't happen for everybody, so it's probably confusing for anybody to listen to me say that if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's nothing to be worried about. But the Weightlifting Geek, yeah, it's not... that's probably why you can't get those emojis. Which is unfortunate, but it's because they'll be coming in with your other account, and then that might be detrimental when you're trying to connect with people. Thank you so much, Planet Mimi Vlogs, and Patty's Southern Kitchen and more. I'm not sure if I welcomed you today, but it's always good to have you here. Angie Poo 215 channel, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Good to see you here. Will Spirit Productions is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and dear friend. They have been for a long time. They actually just passed their 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And they've got 255 subscribers right now. They are posting content like crazy. Will Spirit Productions happens to be a truck driver. They take us along their routes. They take us to their destinations. And they give us a great look at their home life behind the channel and the creator behind the channel as well. They give us pure variety in videos on their channel, and there's a lot of diverse content, including crafting of different sorts, and they collaborate with other creators when possible. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They also happen to be a gold member here, so we will see their channel in the slides that we run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then as well, their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Mr. Fulton Mraz, good to see you in the house. Yes, I watched that. I watched Will Smith smack Chris Rock in the face. I don't know whether I should laugh at that or not, but I just, you know, it's not my circus, right? But I did, I heard the story this morning. I took off for a quick second out of the house and I had the radio on. And they were talking about it, so everybody will want to see that at some point. It was really something else. Wolf Spirit Productions also happens to be the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest, so I'm just going to put that channel up right now. You usually see them together. They are a mother and daughter combo. However, they have separate channels, which they run completely separately as well. And they both bring us pure variety. Sparkle's Hope Chest should have a new video out. I think she said she was putting one out today for this Motel Life series. That's where we get a great look at the creator behind this channel as well. And the wonderful thing is that Wolf Spirit Productions and Sparkle's Hope Chest, while they are an in-real-life mother and daughter, they run separate channels, but they collaborate when they can, and they are always unbelievably supportive to each other, which is always great and heartwarming to see. So I hope everybody will connect with both of these creators. Sparkle's Hope Chest now is sitting at 371. We'd love to get her a little bit closer to the 400 that she's thinking about. Queen's Life, thank you for the share on Twitter, by the way. For anybody that tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat, you get added into a special Twitter list that we have, and there's over 100 creators in there who are active in the Tuber Chat family, active on Twitter, and willing to share for others. The idea, of course, is if they're willing to do that for us, then they might be willing to do that for you. And if you're the kind of person who enjoys sharing for others, you might be able to find some friends over there to trade favors with and get some outside traffic coming into your videos from Twitter. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. And what you're going to find on this creator's channel is an interactive series of videos. What I mean by that is you get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. And hopefully you'll join us this Tuesday. Every Tuesday, he runs a premiere for his videos. They're usually about 10 minutes long. And what you're going to find is one of the fastest rolling chats you've seen on YouTube. And the reason why is because he's so unbelievably supportive to others that all the support that he gives to everybody all week comes back in that 10-minute rush and flood of support during his premiere live chat. And it makes it very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of as well. Yeah, Storm and CA, that's you. One of the things you'll notice when you live stream is that sometimes people will say like no sound, or maybe the host is muted or something like that. So over time, we all get better at the different things that we do, hopefully, right? If you notice your own mistakes and want to grow from them and this and that. But one of the things you can do is make sure that when somebody says like, hey, you're muted or you're buffering or anything like that, you can ignore the first one. Because if only one person is saying it, it's probably their connection or something wrong on their end, not yours. Once you see 2 or 3 people start to say, hey, you're buffering or you're muted or something like that, then you know it's you. Now, in my case, I can't tell you how many times, Scratch and Pete could tell you, I couldn't tell you, but how many times I've forgotten to unmute my mic, or lately, for some reason, I'm forgetting to mute it all the time. And we see those mistakes happen, and it's kind of comical when it does. But, yeah, it's just a note. But Storm and CA, good to see you here. And Arsenic Elements, thank you so much for that super chat. They've done that many times before. For that reason, I'm going to get Arsenic Elements up on the screen next. If you haven't already connected with Scratch and PPA, I hope you will. He's already halfway towards 1,100 subscribers. And like I said, one of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. They are willing to swap playlists. But if you have the ability to run a playlist this week, then I know everybody will be grateful. I can speak for everybody here when I say that we'll all be grateful if you will run Scratch and PPA. When we look at his playlists tab, you will see he's got one right here called All Scratch and Pete. And this has got everything that he's got in there, and hopefully you'll get a chance to run that for him or swap playlists with him if you are so inclined. So Arsenic Elements is coming up right now. Sorry, Arsenic Element. Why am I saying Elements? And the Gaming Ham, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Both of these creators have done that many times. For that reason, we're just putting their channel on the screen right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. TCG fam, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed a question or a comment in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should... or if you forgive me, I don't mean to miss anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But if you've mentioned a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will catch it the next time around. Did Phyllis Brown come in? I saw somebody saying hello to Phyllis Brown, but I didn't see them come in. Mercenary, yeah, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that again. Mercenary TV, good to see you in the house. And She Sangs is still hanging out. Hopefully we'll get to see you today. And Arsenic Element has 290 subscribers. What this creator is doing is showing us different types of peppers and how to grow these different ones. So it's pretty interesting because, you know, hot sauce challenges and the one chip challenge and everything to do with peppers these days seems to be really, really like a big category on YouTube. There you are, Phyllis Brown. Forgive me, I didn't see you come in. And Arsenic Element is going to show us a lot of different aspects of growing these peppers and the things that can be done with them. So with 290 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to get to the gaming ham now. Thank you both for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra support. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away as soon as I see them in the chat. And in the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. Ali's Craft Pursuits, not sure if I welcomed you, but I did put you on the wheel already. And Dork Presso, good to see you back in the house as well. The Gaming Ham might go live tonight. This is a creator who brings us gameplay most often with Mass Effect these days, but they also happen to be an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as Ham Radio, so therefore the name The Gaming Ham, and they have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They've just found us a couple of months ago, but they've already had impact showing generosity here, for which I'm grateful. Collecting Coins with Gianna, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel now. We'll get another channel up here, and when we get back down to 5 or 6 names, we'll get some more names out of our chat list. It might just be a little while. Kristen Welton is coming up right now. This is my love. She is here both as a moderator and a member. She has her own channel doing her own thing, and you will find lifestyle videos there, a lot of product reviews and unboxings, along with live streams and collaborations with other creators. And she has had some success with shorts, hitting almost 20 and almost 30,000 views. She's fully monetized with lots of ways to support her when you get there, including super chats and memberships. And you'll notice that for the longest time now, her thumbnails are all matching her banner and her avatar. She's putting a lot of work into the presentation and branding of the channel, which I think is going to have long-term benefit, because when a creator or when a viewer is presented a video from this creator and they've already seen another one that they've enjoyed, they might be more inclined to click on this creator because they recognize them again. So you have to make the right decisions for your own channel, whether you want to make your thumbnails similar, if you want a different thumbnail for every single video, or if you want them all identical. And on different channels that I run, I do different strategies for each channel based on what I feel is appropriate for each one. But hopefully everybody can take some inspiration from each other. And this is an example here of one way to look at how branding can be done across your channel. So let's spin the wheel. Hopefully we'll push Kristen Welton a little bit farther towards the 1400 that she'll be thinking about soon enough. Next up is Team Tyra. So we'll see what this creator has got going on. Queen's Life is asking, what thumbnail are you using, Kristen Welton? I wonder if you mean what is she using to make her thumbnails. So if I'm right, Kristen is always using Photoshop. We both are Photoshop. Yeah, which app? We both are Photoshop users. What I do suggest to anybody who has, does not use Photoshop or anything quite that involved, is Canva is a great system because it's free. It's a website and an app. It's available on iOS and Android, as far as I understand, on tablets and phones. And I've used it to make a couple of tutorials for which I use the thumbnails from Canva. And it can be a great tool to learn the fundamentals of graphic design, so that then when you are ready to hop into something like Photoshop, then you can, you'll already have the concepts down. And they've got a lot of built-in templates that are great. You'll recognize them as soon as you see Canva, because a lot of YouTubers use them. Frasball Collects happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn uses Canva a lot. The Essence of Sonia uses Canva. Mombirella, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Timmy Ray the King is here with us frequently. And Team Tyra has 279 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I can see I'm behind with you again, but I'm just going to take another video from you. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. Now, they've got some shorts happening, which is great. One of these has some serious action on it. But when we look at their blog, they talk about, or when we look at their banner, they talk about eating challenge, vlogs, and faith. But it's actually pure variety on this channel, so I hope you'll enjoy that when you get there. And Team Tyra has been a longtime friend to Superchat as well. So we'll spin the wheel. Oh, thank you, Mombirella. Yeah, you know, here in Superchat, it's unfortunate because I can't get into effectively some of the longer speeches that I do when I do interviews and different things on other people's channels, right? If you've ever seen interviews of me, we can get way into a lot more detail and a lot more deep dives, especially here in Superchat, actually, on episode 100, 200, and 300. Hopefully you'll find those valuable, where I bring on my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, and we have a 2-hour discussion about tips and tricks and analytics and fundamentals and things like that. Much more than we can get into here in Superchat, because with putting channels on the screen constantly, I tend to only talk about different subjects for a minute or two at a time. Sometimes it gets just a little bit longer, but it really never gets as long as it needs to when we talk about how some of it could be used as almost educational, if not inspirational. And it's not that, you know, I try to be very transparent about what I do, what I have done, what I have not done, what I know and what I don't know, and things like that. Because I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers yet. I have not done that. But I have monetized 6 channels. And if you're somebody who wants to monetize YouTube channels and make thousands of dollars a month, not with Superchat, but I'm saying on other channels that I run, there is quite a significant amount of income coming in my opinion. If that's what you're aiming for, I can help with that, right? But I do learn from creators of all sizes every single day, like I said, and you know, when I do get on other people's channels, I tend to be able to give a lot more content to them than I'm able to share here. But thank you for that. I've been on social media for a long time, and now I'm coming around to about 5 years on YouTube now. Eternity Luck Scratcher, good to see you here. Martian Knitting 101, I think I welcomed you, but it's great to see you here either way. I'd love to make the mistake of doing something twice rather than not doing it. The Weightlifting Geek happens to be one of our newest members. Now, they happen to get a membership, but it went through on another account. We've seen that done with other creators before. That whole thing where YouTube makes you occasionally start a brand account and then you have to have your channel separate and things like this. But definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for that reason. This is somebody who's already shown enthusiasm when it comes to the Superchat family and the idea not only of growing their channel but helping others. They have 636 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about, and they've already got some featured channels here. They're working well with shorts. They're getting some activity on some of these as well, and they post frequently, as you can see, just about every single day between videos and live streams. Garden State Gardeners in the house. I was with them yesterday for their Sunday Fun Day, and we talked about that just for a quick second at the beginning of the stream today, because they have quite a wild live stream that goes on. Sometimes they have 100 people in there, and it's very fast-paced, high energy. They do a lot of giveaways, and you'll recognize quite a few people from the Superchat family there, but it's a small portion of what Joe's already built up on Garden State Gardener. He comes to us from the homesteading community, where we see a lot of very supportive creators. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Sparkle's Hope Chest is in the house. Always good to see you. We actually looked at your channel a little while ago when we put up Wolf Spirit Productions. For those of you who were here about 20 minutes ago, you'll remember me talking about Wolf's Bear Productions and Sparkle's Hope Chest being a mother and daughter combination with separate channels. So here's Garden State Gardener now, and Joe is a very much loved and well-respected creator. He's got a really great thing going on with his Sunday Fun Day live streams. He's got quite a community built around that, and he is somebody who also encourages others to get together in a similar way to what we do here in Superchat. Now, he's got a lot of diverse content on his channel. He's posting almost every day between videos, live streams, shorts, and there's a little bit of comedy in there, collaborations with others. We've seen Rambling with the Brums there a few times. He's also somebody who spreads generosity by sharing content. I saw him on another stream the other day where he was actually out at Disneyland or Disney World and was kind of live streaming, but given that content to the other creator, which I think is really generous and cool. So he's fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. I hope you will visit Garden State Gardener and see what I'm talking about. And he's built up quite a community surrounding his channel, part of the homesteading community, of course. So let's spin the wheel. Patreon and getting it started. So Mombirella, Patreon is very popular, so therefore it can be effective, because when you say to people that you have a Patreon account, then they already understand for the most part what that is. Most people know what Patreon is, it seems to me, right? So there's not a lot of friction if you wanted to get some Patreon activity going. The only reason I don't use those things is because Superchat itself is so focused on YouTube that I just want to use this system the way it is. But Patreon can be a fantastic way to monetize. The fees are far less severe over there, apparently, than with Apple and Google and everybody else. But you have the ability to offer different types of content as well. So it can be a great thing. You know, all these different services are more work. So you just have to consider to yourself, in my opinion, that if you're going to start another service like Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee or any of these other things, that you're going to be able to follow through once you get people to pay. It's also like something that has to be considered if you're going to put memberships on your channel. Are you going to be able to follow through with the promises that you make, and are you going to want to? 6 months from now, are your memberships going to work when you have 10 members, and are they going to work when you have 100 members? Because that day might come, right? And far beyond, and what are things going to look like? So there's a lot to consider. I was very lucky because I had already set up memberships on many other channels before I had to think about it, thank goodness. Some of you may not know, but I actually do run a few other channels. I used to run more, but I let a few go because I have some creators that really just wanted me to do it for them and didn't want to be like hands-on and really have a part of it, and that's not really fun for me. You know, I don't just editing videos and putting them up isn't really what YouTube is about for me, and it's not necessary, right? I have a full-time gig too, but all these things are just thoughts. So Patreon can be a great thing. Forgive my long-winded answer, like most of my answers, but hopefully that's the smallest bit helpful. Caliking916, good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. She is here as both a moderator and a gold member. And she will have her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So, Dine with Sonia's here with 790 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 that they're thinking about. They've been making frequent appearances here in Superchat the last little while again, but they're a longtime friend of Superchat, so I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They actually have a lot of variety on their channel, a lot of travel type videos lately more than anything. They've got some featured channels here, which is always great to see, and they're mixing up the videos and live streams, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. Peter Dell, good to see you in the house. Eerie Frog, good to see you back as well. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's up next. If you have the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Sharing is one of the biggest drivers of engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. YouTube just loves it when you take somebody who wasn't already watching YouTube and bring them on with your content. So when you share for other people, like for instance, so we have a Facebook group, you can share your videos there. We have a subreddit you can share there. And everybody pretty much knows, I think, how to tweet or retweet. And if you're somebody who uses Twitter, and then of course Instagram's a little bit of a different animal when it comes to sharing, but it makes the shares over there that much more effective. And for those of you who haven't seen it yet, for the last few months, Instagram added a new feature where you can add links into your Instagram stories, which is really, really cool. That's for everybody now. There's no sub limit or follower limit on that I know of. So they can be really effective because when somebody shares your video on another social network, they bring somebody on to your content, and that's called starting a session. And YouTube just loves that. And it's great stuff. I'll appreciate it greatly. Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator with almost 1,200 subscribers now. They're halfway to 1,200. And they have a diverse bit of content on their channel. Now, there's a few beauty products on here, but there's a lot of other product reviews and unboxings and challenge. I don't know if I, want to call it a challenge as much as, like, taste tests and showing us different new things. It's always impressive to me in Canada because we don't have a lot of the things that the United States does. Healthy G-Mom, forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel yet, but Scratch and PPA caught that, so I've got you on the wheel now, and thank you, Scratch and PPA, for that. And His Word, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I caught him on a live stream again the other day. And Makeup Mom and Son will mix up the videos, live streams, and shorts. She's had some wild success with shorts as well. I got to go back and ask her again. I think one of these things had 37,000 views. And she's had other ones that have hit pretty hard as well, which is great. Makeup Mom and Son is always thinking about different ways to expand her content by bringing different products on when she does, like, let's say, product reviews, unboxings, comparisons, and things like that. One of the most notable things that she does is have a lot of live streams. Other creators come on panel with her. She's happy to go on other people's panels and share content that way. And she has an interview series, which I've been honored to have been a part of. She does this usually every Saturday, where we get to meet a new creator of some type. Some you recognize from the Tuber Chat family, and many you'll be meeting for the first time. And Makeup Mom and Son always does a considerate and thoughtful job on having an interview and conversation with each of these creators. So I hope you'll enjoy that. I'm just going to show you another channel. Kaden Plays It is the channel belonging to the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So I hope we'll encourage this young creator to continue making gameplay videos. They've got a brand new one there. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. Make sure I catch up with this creator and don't fall behind. And they've got 27 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to the 30 they're thinking about. Mark Sidebottom Crafts channel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. My Peaceful Moment is in the house, and Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Good to see you here. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody here is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Eternity Luck Scratcher is here with 283 subscribers. They come to us obviously from the lottery ticket scratching community and genre and category of channels where we find a lot of very generous and supportive creators. We've got a big collection of lottery ticket scratch or lottery scratch ticket lottery ticket scratching channels here in the Tuber Chat family, and you recognize some of them. Of course, Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, but we have many others. Eternity Luck Scratcher has been with us every day lately, as a matter of fact, or pretty close to it, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Corinne's Life is here as well. She's here as a member and a moderator, and if anybody is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'll spin the wheel right now, and forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If you have mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Healthy G-Mom is coming up right now, and I'm always happy to see healthy eating, healthy living channels. Anybody that wants to motivate us, I think almost anybody can eat a little healthier, live a little healthier. This is where Healthy G-Mom wants to help us, and with some how-to videos as well. This is somebody who's here in Tuber Chat just about every single day with almost 2,700 subscribers, and they are fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then again, I'll ask if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream. I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So let's spin the wheel. Charlene Heel is in the house. She happens to be a member with a couple of channels. We'll look at both of those eventually, but I will get Charlene Heel onto the wheel right now, and we will get Phyllis Brown up onto the screen. Phyllis Brown, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Got one of our cats meowing in the background. They want attention. If I can lure them over here, then we might get a cameo appearance from Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. They've been on the show many times before. Phyllis Brown is here. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to do as much as we possibly can to push each other along. I see that they've got a premiere coming up tomorrow, so I've set my reminder for that, but I'm behind with you, so I'm just going to grab your latest video and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and I think that's a video featuring her son D. Bailey Speaks. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Phyllis Brown. It's been a little while since she's been in Tuber Chat, but she has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. She happens to be a member, so I put her on the wheel as soon as I saw her in the chat today. Mark Sidebottom Crafts channel. The way that we go about putting channels on the screen is by a robot that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here, but how active you are and how much you're supporting other creators and having conversations as well. So when we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I look over at my list here, and after I refresh the page, it kind of puts the names in order. So the wheel and the screen are open to everybody. It does take a little bit of time now, but Superchat's usually here for 2 to 2.5 hours every day, so we get a chance to get a lot of channels on the screen. Like I said, it's open to everybody. It just takes a little bit of time. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away, and in the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. And then, yeah, Mombirella, that can be a helpful tool. The only thing that I find with keeping playlists, I was doing that for a long time here. I was making a playlist for every episode, but the problem is then the videos become outdated, and I've already seen them or run them, and then it becomes how can I make a more efficient system to go back and follow those creators again. So I am definitely a nerd and a geek behind the scenes when I'm working on Superchat stuff. I have the statistics that I keep, and I try to go through based on who's most active in Superchat, who haven't I seen in a while, who has been contributing, who do I see out there supporting others, and things like that. Team Goodman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Cabaret Gaming is in the house. Good to see you here. They also have a couple of channels. We'll likely look at both of those soon enough. This is Sage Lifestyle with 103 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're going to be thinking about soon enough. They are experimenting with shorts. Hopefully they start getting some more action on these. And then as well, they are posting frequently. Hopefully we'll see a new video coming soon. As it has been a couple weeks, they usually put out at least 1 or 2 a week. So I'm just going to take their latest video. I know it's very short, but I'm going to catch up with that one. And hopefully we'll see something new from Sage Lifestyle by the time we're back on Friday, or soon after. Superchat, of course, is always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Now, I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get to Ali's Craft Pursuits, and it is getting to be time for me to add a few more names from our chat list. So I'm going to go over there and get a few more names right now that I can add and fill up the wheel a little bit. Ali's Craft Pursuits brings us a lot of crafting videos, but also a lot of gameplay lately. And then shorts that they're experimenting with, and they've already had some of these shorts hit pretty hard and get some activity there, which is really cool. I'm just going to skip over into their videos and see. I'm caught up with them right now, but Ali's Craft Pursuits usually post frequently. So Queen's Life is asking, can you delete the history and be able to see the video again with counted watch hours? Now, I can't be certain because the experimenting that would have to be done to be able to actually figure that out accurately would be far too painstaking, right? However, my guess is that you cannot. There used to be this thing where these red lines that we see under people's videos, like these ones here, would disappear after about 30 to 45 days, and then we would go back and watch people's stuff again. Now, if you want to watch somebody's stuff again, of course, absolutely, right? But we can't be sure that the watch hours would count. Now, the other thing, too, is I always want to encourage everybody more so to go and find somebody new to swap playlists with and things like that if you're working on watch hours, than to go back to the same people again, right? Because what we're really here for, and where the strong and solid foundation comes for your channel, is through the friendships that are made by trading favors. That's really what Superchat is here for. It's just a meeting place so that you can make true friends that will support you, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and maybe even eventually years, as you hear the stories that I tell are starting to turn into people who've been with us for a year to a year and a half to 2 years and beyond. And we see a lot of creators connected together that way. Nita VR Designs, good to see you in the house. Oh, what bot am I using to keep track of all that info? So the one I like the most is Botissimo. This one does a great job of keeping statistics. The way that you can think about it is, if somebody sat and watched a live stream and with a pen and paper wrote down every single thing that everybody said, it's the same information, right? But the bots keep logs for us. Nightbot does a great job of keeping chat logs if you wanted to go back and see what people had said, if there was something that you missed, or some trolling you have to look after and things like that. You could go back and fix that easily, or not fix it, but you could at least see what went on. Life at the Logans, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Cabarar Vlogs is in. That's Cabarar Gaming with a second channel. They come in to do that and give us the extra thumbs up. Thank you for that. One Busy Mom is in the house, a longtime friend of Superchat. And if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again. Or if there's something you need me to clarify, and mention it with 3 thumbs up, that should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll catch it the next time around. Creations by K. Aisha LLC. Good to see you back in the house. I'm just going to get another couple of names onto the wheel. Planet Mimi Vlogs is coming up on the wheel right now. I will get 2 more names and then we'll spin. Paralife TV, Life as a Paraplegic, is somebody we have a lot to learn from in a couple of different ways. And then She Sangs, I wonder if this is the first time we're going to be putting your channel onto the screen, but we'll see. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get to our next channel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. If you have the ability to share this stream out, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat today, and could see this live stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. And then thank you for the kind words in the chat. But we've been at this for a long time. Superchat's here, 378 episodes today, so I might have done 500 live streams myself in the last 5 years. I'm not sure. But we're going to go on break for about 3 minutes right now. We're going to come right back, and as soon as we do, we're going to look at Charlene Heal. All right, we're back. We're looking at Charlene Heal. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity and motivation. She brings that both here in Tuber Chat during our live streams and everywhere that she goes. She is one of the creators that I describe as seeming to be everywhere all the time. And what I mean by that is when I'm out trying to bounce in between premieres and live streams, while I am supporting other creators as much as I can, I run into Charlene Heal constantly, and she is always spreading that same energy, positivity, and motivation that we see here and on her channel in her content. She brings that everywhere she goes. So on her channel, she talks about natural healing, coaching, and transformation. There's a little bit more. She mixes up the videos, live streams, and shorts, as we can see right now. But she actually has a second channel. Before I switch over to it, I'm just going to take your latest video. I did watch this, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list just to make sure I rerun it. Something glitched with all my red lines the other day. I don't know what that was, and they ended up like this, even though I ran through an entire playlist. But we'll get that rerun. 703 subscribers for Charlene Heal on this channel. And when we look at business services and opportunities, we see a second channel from this creator where she promises to bring us that same positivity, motivation, and opportunities to build wealth. So I'm assuming she'll live stream on this channel at some point, but in the meantime, she's mixing up the videos and shorts. Hopefully we'll see some more content from her shortly. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other, like Phyllis Brown is talking about right now, just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We'll get through another couple of channels here, and then I will add some more names from our chat list. John H. Shelton actually has a couple of channels of his own as well. He's been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's done at least one, but I think actually two shout out videos for Tuber Chat. We have a couple of shelves on our front page where we put videos like that. We have one shelf for videos that are made specifically about Tuber Chat, which John H. Shelton has done. And then we also have another shelf for the kind of shout out videos that feature many different channels where Tuber Chat has been included, because we're always grateful for that, and hopefully you get some extra action on those videos. And thank you, Kevin Fishes. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I know that a couple creators had to go. Not everybody could just be here for 2.5 hours just because it's convenient for me to stream at this time, but I do appreciate every moment everybody spends here. Places Nondescript, good to see you in the house. I even appreciate it if you're coming by just to give a simple thumbs up and say hello to the Tuber Chat family. So with 3,700, almost 3,800 subscribers, we can see that John H. Shelton has a lot to offer. We will learn from this creator as well as be entertained and inspired by them. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to this main channel. But when we get to John H. Shelton extras and bits, we find more content from this same creator. So I hope you'll follow them here as well. We'd love to get this channel towards monetization. They're almost at 800 subscribers right now. I've just taken their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. Mama of French Girls, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas le français, but I'm sure that you'll be able to catch all the English that we'll be using here in the chat. All I did there was say I do not speak French. I said I'm sorry I don't speak French in French. And Michael's Adventures, thank you so much for the time that you spent. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, somebody who lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than he expects to receive from others, both here on YouTube and outside. He's a dear friend and is here as a beloved and dedicated moderator every day that he can be, but a work schedule has him heading off for the day. So hopefully everybody will connect with Michael's Adventures if you haven't already. And Frasball Collects is here with 196 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. And yeah, Mama of French Girls. You know, I wish that my parents had put me in French immersion. That's what we call it here. I happen to be close to Niagara Falls in Canada. I grew up in Toronto. But we have a system because we have two national languages, French and English both. And every student is required to learn French up until grade 9. I believe, or 9th grade if you want to call it that. And we also have a system, though, where if you would like to, you can be added into a French immersion program that's in the public school system as well, where you're likely to come out of the school system bilingual. And I wish I had done that at the time. I'm not sure how much French I remember unless I was to sit there and try to put a few things together. But it's an interesting thing that we have here in Canada. Prepper for Life, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And a woman outdoors hating snow. We got a tiny dusting of snow again the last couple of days. It became summer weather last week, and now it's freezing again. Frasball Collects is bringing us a combination of mostly numismatic collectible coins and possibly some precious metals as well. So I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, and they are posting frequently every single day by the look of it, maybe even more often. But I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up, don't fall too far behind. I'm already behind. I don't even know how that happened. And they happen to be one of our newest members. So we had added them onto the wheel right away, as we do with all of our members. So it's time for me to get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. Now, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. The Essence of Sonya is coming up on our Wheel of Doom, and Dora UG Media will be coming up as well. I think Kevin Fishes just left. Kevin Fishes, just let me know if you're still here, and we'll put your channel up. And if not, then Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is here, and I'll get some more names as we need them. So I'm just going to spin. And forgive me if I've missed anybody saying anything in particular that you wanted me to catch in the chat, like a question or a comment. If you did and I missed it, just please be patient with me. Mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So we're looking at Planet Mimi Vlogs, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. I'm just going to take the latest video, buying your son a new car. That's interesting. And I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your channel and get to know your content a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that every time you're here, I'll be able to promote you better and better. So Planet Mimi Vlogs, we don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. So we just want to push each other along. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is still in the house. It's likely going to be time for you to be on the wheel very, very soon. Coupon Gale as well. You just have to remember, it's not just about how long you're here, more so about how much you're interacting in the chat. And my robot has this arbitrary calculation that it does, figuring out how much conversation is happening in the chat. And this is how I pick channels to come up. Mean Tea is still in the house. Thank you for being here with Queen's Life. And let's spin the wheel. So if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Reddit or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, but could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So I'm just getting the essence of Sonia up here. This is a creator who's been with Superchat pretty much from the beginning. We are coming up on our 2-year anniversary in another month or so. And followed by that will be episode 400. Again, all of our 100th episodes, both 100, 200, and 300, are very special live streams, different from what we usually do every day. They are a 2-hour conversation between myself and another very knowledgeable YouTuber, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, the YouTube cheerleader. And we talk about fundamentals and analytics and tips and tricks and lessons learned along the way, so that hopefully you can use some of the information. We discuss a lot in the chat and take questions, and then everybody can benefit by improving their videos and their channels. The Inspired Empowered Mama, good to see you here. Place is nondescript. I think I welcomed you a little while ago, but it's good to see you in the house, of course. And the essence of Sonia brings us pure variety, but she has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Superchat for an extremely long time, literally like just about since the beginning. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships. So I'm hoping everybody will enjoy helping to push her a little bit closer towards the 1,800 that she's thinking about. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see if we can get another channel up here. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is going to come up right now. She is another creator who comes to us from the homesteading community. And there's a lot to learn from these creators in a few different ways. First of all, the content that they bring to us when we talk about Garden to Table or Farm to Table and things like that. They talk about a lot of self-sufficiency, how to grow our own crops, how to look after livestock, and all kinds of different things that I find very interesting because I'm just a big city boy. I haven't spent very much time in these areas, so I find it fascinating. And there's also a lot to learn from these creators, that in the way that they are so unbelievably supportive, and not just to each other in their community, but outside as well. We have a lot of creators now in the homesteading community coming through the Superchat family, and a lot of these creators are really doing as much as they can to push and help each other. My guess would be that that's in the nature of the different things that they do that causes the same the same reasoning why they would bring us the content that they do, but that's just a guess. But we see a lot of generosity in these creators in many different ways. So Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is got some shorts going on. Hopefully some of these start to take off. She does some series as well, where she's doing things like these bulb updates, where we get to see her grow things right from the beginning. And it's wonderful to see the progress that goes on with the different experiments that Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is doing. So I hope everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. She's already on the road towards 200, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn happens to live in an apartment. Forgive me, I didn't know that already, but that is makes it maybe even a little bit more interesting to find out how you're able to get some of this done. You know, if somebody is living in a house, they're able to be have a little bit of land outside, or garden or grass area in most cases, I believe, where you can grow a few things. In an apartment, it might be a little bit of a different situation, and therefore more challenging, and therefore more interesting. Four Corners Custom Products just dropped a super chat on us. They've done that many times before. They are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but also a channel that can be used as a resource. And we'll see that in just a second here. So I'll get them up on the screen. And again, if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels. We've been on for well over an hour. We're in the second half of the live stream. We're not in any rush. We've got at least an hour to go if everybody wants. We'll try to get as many channels on the screen as we can today, as we always do. It just takes a little bit of time. Four Corners Custom Products now is well over 2,100 subscribers, on the way towards 2,200. What this channel brings us more than anything else is a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of different types of merchandise, whether we're talking about hats or shirts or mugs or vinyl stickers or just about anything that can be printed. And it's wonderful because we can learn from this channel about the process used to make this merchandise, because we all might be considering it when we think about monetizing our channels and businesses. But as well, we can use them as a resource because they have that available for other YouTubers and small businesses as well, as you can imagine. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They are another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. Even though they've got this business running, they're able to be on YouTube supporting other creators. When I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. And then Blaze's Nondescript is willing to swap playlists, and that's very cool. Yeah, Garden at Table with Heather Lynn. I've lived a few different places, and I've been lucky to have a little bit of that going on as well. It's great when you live in a place that has a lot of tolerance when it comes to not just tolerance, but generosity when it comes to, you know, shared use of different things. So that's great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing, and it will probably give a different perspective now that I know what you're talking about. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Four Corners Custom Products. Thank you for that super chat. For that reason, we had put that channel up right away, and now we're back to spinning the wheel. They have knocked a little bit more life off of our stream boss, which is getting down there. Emotion took that over yesterday and has gotten some extra exposure for that reason. What I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see under my camera there, and that's a fun extra widget that comes with the Streamlabs system. You can bet on the benefit that comes from that. So let me let me look over at my chat list before we talk about Paralife TV life as a paraplegic. I'm just going to see what I can do about adding some more names onto our Wheel of Doom, and we will get back to spinning in another minute. When we look at Paralife TV, life as a paraplegic, I find that there are a lot of different things to be learned on this channel. So this creator is giving us an inside look into life as a paraplegic and showing us the different challenges and the different lifestyle that they have. And I don't, you know, it's different in its own ways to, let's say, somebody like myself, and I'm sure many other people. And as well, what we get to see here, though, is that they are showing us different things, not only that they're doing, it's not just about the lifestyle, but they're actually giving us do-it-yourself videos as well in a lot of cases. So I hope everybody will enjoy the variety in content that you see on this channel. It is pure variety, but very much part of a theme, which is really, really cool. So it's a unique channel in the Tuber Chat family, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm just looking at what I can do about adding some more names here. Coupon Gail is coming up, of course. She's going to help us save money on one of her 3 channels. Patty's Southern Kitchen and More might still be here. We've still got a couple of channels on the wheel. We've got Woman Outdoors, The Gaming Ham, and Corinne's Life. And Tristan Bell will come up right now, and I will get one extra. We will get Eerie Frog up here, and I'll get some more names as we need them. Let's spin. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Woman Outdoors is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. Oddly Satisfying. It's good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up if I missed it, or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. When we look for Women Outdoors, we just want to make sure we're getting right to the channel, and YouTube kind of wants to give us something different there. This is one of the reasons that we don't do a lot of links here in Superchat, because when we search, find, and click on each other's channel names, we're actually doing a great service, especially for the channels that have more popular names or popular words in their name. What will happen is over time, as hundreds of different people are looking for your channel by searching, finding, and clicking on the name, you will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do eventually a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Woman Outdoors, for instance. Now, they've already got some serious action on some of these shorts, hitting well over 1,000 views and well over 2,000 views on their first few, which is great. They're posting frequently. It looks like a little bit more than once a week. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They happen to be a member, so we put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. They're using those custom emojis, and they say, "Let's grow." Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. And then if anybody, again, has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Superchat again today, and could see this live stream pushed out a little bit farther, not just today, but in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. Eerie Frog is going to be the next channel that we're going to look at. We'll get them up on the screen, and it's going to be time to get another channel up here soon. We move a little bit faster as the live stream goes on through channels, but again, we want to get as many channels on the screen as we can. Often, not every day, but often we're able to get to everybody's channel, so we'll try to do that. Eerie Frog has got 33 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the, they're on the road to the first 100. We know it's more challenging than ever. But as long as we all do as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, getting monetized, hitting milestones all the time. We just want to keep that up. We see the Eerie Frog is mixing up the shorts and videos. They're posting somewhat frequently, at least once a week. Hopefully they'll keep that up. And by the time we get back next Friday, we might see new content from Eerie Frog again. And then thank you, Tristan Bell. If anybody in the house, we keep saying it, but if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, "I am willing to swap playlists" in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Klastic TV is in the house. They happen to be a member, so we'll put them on the wheel right away, and we'll spin, and we'll get to the next channel. It looks like it's going to be Tristan Bell now. Jeffrey's Angel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Tristan Bell is also willing to swap playlists. We see them just mentioning that right now again, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Kristen Bell has they're halfway on the road towards 1,100 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They are posting frequently now. They put a couple videos out in the last couple days. I'm just going to take your latest one because I'm behind with you. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That should help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Goldilocks, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And we can see that Tristan Bell is also playing with a lot of shorts here. Hopefully you start getting some more activity on those. This is a creator who's been a longtime friend of Superchat and is a very supportive, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. We see them I run into them frequently when I bounce in between other live streams and premieres. They're always out supporting other creators. So I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. It's pure variety on Tristan Bell's channel. And I'm going to think about spinning the wheel again. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. We're looking at Dora UG Media now. This is a creator who just came to us within the last week and is fairly new to Superchat, so I'm still getting to know their content. With 326 subscribers, though, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take the latest video that you've got here, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Paralife TV is also willing to swap playlists, and I'm going to see what I can do about adding some more names onto our Wheel of Doom again. Superchat is usually here for 2 to 2.5 hours, 4 times a week. But by the time we get around to Monday, when we get around to that hour and a half mark, I can feel that my voice is reaching out to say there's a limit and it's coming up. So I'm seeing what I can do about getting some more names onto the wheel right now. Craig's Outdoor Adventures has been waiting for quite a while, but it is your turn to be added onto the wheel. And then I will look through our chat list manually here as well and see what's happening. My Peaceful Moment has been here for a while as well. I'll get some more names onto the wheel in another few moments. Whenever we get down to about 5 or 6, I try to add some more. Let's spin. And like I said, we're moving a little bit faster now because we have been on for an hour and a half already. So spinning the wheel, Coupon Gale is going to be up next. I think actually what we're going to do, we're going to take a break just for another few minutes. We're going to come right back and then look at this creator's 3 different channels. All right, we're back. We're looking at Coupon Gale. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. So often I forget to mute the mic. It's never too bad because I'm usually not saying anything terrible or doing anything terrible. We did catch one blooper one day, but I deleted it after, so you can't go back and find it, where the internet was driving me just bonkers. We had gone through a situation where we were losing streams for a couple of weeks there because the internet was getting so bad. We replaced our router and now everything seems to be fine. But I had at one point had a blooper saying something I wish I never said. But hopefully those moments are few and far between. There's only been one that I know of in the last almost 400 episodes. So we're doing okay, but Scratch and PPA has to be laughing at how many times I either forget to mute the mic or unmute the mic. But Coupon Gale is up here right now. This is a longtime friend of Superchat, actually, and she's got 3 different channels. We'll look at all of those. She is trying to help us save money on this channel, Coupon Gale, as you can imagine. But this is the same creator from Southern Sandy Crafts, which I only recently discovered. I don't know how long anybody else knew that. I feel like I should have known that for months. But Southern Sandy Crafts is a second channel from this creator with 405 subscribers. More than anything, she wants to bring us crafting content on this channel, but there's been live streams as well. I can't believe how long ago it's been. I thought there was a live stream here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was on Coupon Gale. This is what I mean about sometimes these creators, they have a few channels. Now, of course, I follow Southern Sandy Crafts on all 3, and she's been a part of the Superchat community with all 3 channels separately as well. But we catch her. I did see a live stream down there, actually. Supporting others with all 3 channels and bringing us different types of content. Where's Gale Southern Living? Gale Southern Living is her main channel. And, we say sometimes main channel, or I do anyway, and I usually mean the channel with the most subscribers. And that is Gale Southern Living for this creator. Now, you can see how much focus they're putting on others in these featured channel sections. When you feature channels like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience of the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. And then if you have featured Superchat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Gale Southern Living, of course, on this channel is fully monetized with lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships. Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. And interesting, Craig's Outdoor Adventures. Yes, it would be an interesting situation. Let me spin the wheel. I got to get you to pardon me again just for a quick second, but we'll see who's coming up here. It's going to be the Gaming Ham, actually, which is an interesting name for a channel, and I'll tell you why in a second. And thank you, Mrs. VSNC09. Yes, I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours just because it's convenient for me to stream at this time. A lot of creators have work schedules and things like that, so I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And even if you're just coming by to say hello and give that thumbs up and things like that, Bud Files is doing the same thing. The Gaming Ham is a gamer. They bring us Mass Effect gameplay more than anything else. I think we looked at this channel earlier earlier today, now that I think of it, actually. But they also are an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as ham radio. Therefore, the channel name here, The Gaming Ham, is a cool name for a YouTube channel, in my opinion. They're here with us almost every single day. They happen to be a member, so we put them on the wheel right away as soon as we've seen them. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, because they have already shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So we'll get to Corinne's life right now. And this is another creator who's here as a moderator and a member. She is a dear friend and a very much loved and well-respected creator. She is somebody who shares content and generosity in just about every way that you can on YouTube. She will do StreamYard panels and invite others up. She will join other creators on their channels as well. Stell Sweet Cuisine, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And as you can see, Corinne's life is fully monetized with super chats and memberships available on their channel when you get there. This channel is pure variety because it encompasses everything that is Corinne's life, and we get a behind-the-scenes look at the creator, their home life, and just about everything they do between vlogs, random live streams. And they will always allow and encourage people to connect in their streams the same way that we do here in Superchat. So you will likely meet more friends and family members when you're over there. But she also is a small business owner. She runs a company called Lighthouse and Anchor Designs, and you've seen some of her merchandise popping up, not just in the Superchat family, but outside as well, where she prints everything from t-shirts to hats to mugs to tumblers to Christmas ornaments and vinyl stickers and just about everything that can be printed. So it's interesting to know that we have somebody we can learn from this way and then use as a resource as well when you think about merchandise for yourself that way for your channel or your business. So Corinne's life has over 1,800 subscribers, moving towards 1,900 soon enough. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And next we're going to look at She Sangs. We'll see if I am mistaken when I say this might be the first time we're putting this channel on the screen. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And I'm just double checking that we've got the right channel here. So She Sangs, we don't have a sub count on, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. And we see that this is the first time we're putting this channel up on the screen. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos and I'm going to add it into my watch later list. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if you have one. Most of yours are shorter, but I'll just take a 5-minute one if I have to. And that will be fun. I'll take this 9-minute video and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well. And you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will catch it the next time around. Next up is Klastic TV. This is another creator who's been a member for a little while now, so definitely been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for several months here. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but again, we just want to push each other along as far as we can, as quickly as we can. So when we look at this creator, we see a lot of delicious looking content. They've started experimenting with shorts videos. That might continue, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We'd love to get them moving a little bit farther so that once we get them past 500, we'll see that community tab pop up, and that's a great method of interaction for a lot of creators these days. We've seen community posts really progress over the last long while to the point that they're starting to have some serious engagement, and they're becoming more and more noticed every day. So I'm always happy to see creators get those community tabs. Even if when you're using your community tab, you start out by just posting your own videos every time they come out, that can be a great thing as well. Using any social media, whether it's YouTube's community posts or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, you can go back over your older content and put that out so that, let's say on each network, you're putting out at least a post a day and making your content evergreen. If you've done something that is dated, you know, like followed something topical from the news, or like, you know, the Chris Rock and Will Smith thing from last night, or if it's something you've done like a past birthday or this and that, you can always start a post by saying it's hard to believe it's already been a year since whatever, and that gives you a chance to pop that post out every year, every 6 months, or any amount of time, and turn all of your content into evergreen content and build more traffic coming into your channel. So it's just a thought, but we'll be looking forward to that from Klastic TV. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. Mrs. VSNC09 is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. The Stock Explorer, forgive me, I don't think I welcomed you, but I did put you on the wheel right away. I think you said you were just coming by quickly. They might be working. A lot of creators have work schedules and things like that, not to mention in any climates that are similar to where I am in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. We have weather changes. Things are supposed to start getting warmer, and there'll be more outdoor activity. So I'm sure a lot of people will change their schedules and habits and routines and things like that. Mrs. VSNC09, you can see on the front of their page, puts a lot of focus on other creators. You saw that in their featured channel section, and then what we find on their channel is pure variety, but most often, at least half of the videos or streams are done surrounding royal family coverage. And Mrs. VSNC09 gets a lot of engagement. This is a channel worth following just to see the live streams and how interactive they are. The conversations that come out are just great. So Mrs. VSNC09 is really doing a great job with their royal family theme. And then, like I said, they've got a lot of other content mixed in, including videos and shorts, as a matter of fact. The Kelly Family Adventures, thank you so much for the like and share on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. Anybody who tweets or retweets for us gets added into our Twitter list. Mama of French Girls is saying, why are your views going down? It's red. I'm not sure about being red. But I think what you mean, if you're talking about in the analytics, it talks about the fact that you're down from, let's say, the 28 days before, or 7 days before, or 365 days before. So this can happen because there's all kinds of fluctuations on YouTube all the time. But let's say you have a really popular video, or a video that does really well 1 week. What will happen is, if the next week or the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 videos don't do as well as the one that really did well, you will see a dip in your views and engagement the next month, because you don't have the pop-off that came from the highly performing video, if you want to put it that way, if that makes sense. So I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, but as long as you're always reading your analytics, or at least as often as you can stand, I hope everybody is reading their analytics. Even if you don't like it. I'm a nerd and a geek. I enjoy looking at graphs and numbers and charts and stuff like that, statistics, and those kind of things make me happy, but I know it doesn't to all people. But if you just continue to read your analytics and stare at those numbers, stare at those charts as much as you can stand, you will see patterns, and you will be able to improve, because you're not always looking for what you're doing wrong. You're looking for what you're doing right, and when you look at your channel and some of the videos that have performed well for you, you might be able to duplicate that success if you identify those patterns, if that makes sense. Yeah, something happened. Garden to table with Heather Lynn. Everything was warm. We were in t-shirts last week, and now apparently this week's just going to be a disaster of up and down with temperatures. It dusted some more snow again. The Stock Explorer put out a really informative video, by the way. If anybody hasn't already seen it yet, we'll see it when we get to their channel because they're on the wheel. They happen to be a member, of course. But they put out a video about stock splits, 3 that are here or coming. And I think that's a great piece of information for anybody to learn. If you don't already know what a stock split is, it's very important stuff. It can give you some insight into some moves that might be made in the stock market soon. I am Betty J. Gathers. You learned a pattern this week in your analytics? I'd love to know what that was. Paralife TV enjoys analytics. When I used to work my adult life, I was a DJ for a long time, but I eventually started running bars and nightclubs. And one of the things that would get me the most excited would be to try to improve the numbers based on, let's say, how much money people were spending on average per day. So if we would have, a nightclub where people were spending an average, this is 15 years ago, but of, let's say, $22 a head, then my goal would be to try to get that number up in the following weeks to $23 a head, right? Because it really makes a big difference when you start to, when you're already doing well and you could just add another 2, 3, 5, 6, 7% to your numbers. That's where the mega profit starts to really come in. It really starts to make life great. But that's where that comes from for me, is to try to improve, try to get a little bit more. We're always working on engagement. It's almost like a race car driver, always trying to take that extra 1/10 of a second off of their time, or athletes and swimmers and things like this. When we're looking at our YouTube videos, you just want to keep people watching a little bit longer. This is another way that swapping playlists can really help. When somebody runs an entire playlist of your videos, they're running every video from beginning to end. And that can bump up your averages on your channel for average time viewed per video, if that makes sense. When you think about the fact that you may eventually swap playlists with 100 different creators, I hope that you will. Pardon me if I'm missing anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that I've missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Queen's Life, yes, all the music on the Thrive Together channel, which the link will be dropped for that, or you can find it at the bottom of our front page on Tuber Chat. It's a separate channel that's got all the same music that you hear in the background here. It's all copyright free. We own it all. And it's available on all the major platforms like Spotify and Amazon and Google and Deezer and all these other places. But there are free MP3 download links in the bottoms of every video description for the different music videos on that channel. They're not really videos, they're just videos of music. But you can absolutely use those. I ask for attribution if you can, and if you remember, it's very simple. But everybody's free to use that music. Geeky Girls Journal, good to see you in the house, and thank you for asking, Queen's Life. I am Betty J. Gathers. Not to do a live right after you put up a new video because it takes away from your new video. That makes sense. Your new video got less than normal. It's catching up. The live did great views. So yeah, these are things to experiment with. And YouTube is bringing us new tools. They're coming. You can see the beginnings of it now. There's a thing called Live Redirect. And what they're doing, they're letting you move your audience from a live stream to a premiere. or back and forth as long as it's on the same channel. Soon they are going to expand that so that we can raid other channels the way that they do on Twitch. Right now we have to just say raid and drop links and everybody hopefully goes over there, but pretty soon they're going to be able to move that. In the meantime, I find that premieres and live streams can be a great combination if you're able to marry the two together. For instance, if you do really well with live streams, you might be able to schedule a premiere, end your live stream just as that premiere's about to begin, and your audience will roll over if you do better with live streams than you do with videos. If the opposite is the case, you might want to premiere a video right before a live stream and then cross-promote links in both, so that when people are waiting for your live stream to start, they see a link that says, hey, new video is out. And if they click on that, they'll go over and see the video. The other thing you could do is use possibly trailers as well to drag in interest from the audience. So it's an idea, and I absolutely do use that trick right now on another couple of channels that I run, not for myself. And it works out spectacularly. Videos where we would usually only get an average number of views are just exploding these days because the channel is chasing politically charged content and gaining a massive live stream audience. We're able to roll that into the premieres even when the premieres go before the live streams by cross-promoting, if that makes sense. And we're using community posts for that. Community posts are just killing it over there. Let me see what I could do about adding another couple of names to our wheel. I'm way behind. My peaceful moment is bringing us a combination of visuals and audio that is pleasing and meant for us to be able to chill out and relax. And we see a lot of different channels with this type of content, and a lot of them happen to be friends and cross-promote. But my peaceful moment is something that can be used to either sit and watch and relax, or possibly put into a playlist and run in the background while you're doing other things. So a great resource in this channel, and they're here with us regularly in Superchat. I'm just getting a few more channels onto the wheel. If there's anybody who hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just stay active in the chat. We'll get you on there soon enough. We should be able to get to everybody's channel today. So I just put on Philip Lemon, Jeffrey's Angel, Mama of French Girls, Carpenter Self-Reliance, Geeky Girls Journal, and Kelly Family Adventures. So Mama of French Girls is brand new to Superchat today. We're going to look at this channel for the first time right now and see what they've got going on their channel. 87 subscribers. They've got a handful of videos right now. Hopefully we'll see some more from this creator as well. And they've got some shorts, which is great. Hopefully you keep those up, and maybe those will start getting some activity as well. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your 10-minute video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat and you have our notification bell on now so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Kelly Family Adventures is coming up next, and Ali's Craft Pursuits just asked, what is a trailer and how do you use it? So there's two types, right? So a trailer can be a trailer for your channel. For anybody who has not already subscribed, if they get to your front page, they will see a video that will actually start running right away, and it can give you an opportunity to describe what your channel's about, how it can benefit the viewers, and why they will want to subscribe, so you can entice subscriptions that way. As well, now YouTube gives us the opportunity to add a trailer to a live stream or a premiere where you're able to make a quick video that people can watch when they first get to the watch page, because a lot of people show up very early. Here in Superchat, it's not unreasonable to see anywhere from 5 to 10 people, even up to a half an hour before the live stream starts. But that's quite a bit of time. Now here, people are connecting. In typical live streams or premieres, you might find people having conversation, but putting a 1, 2, or 3 minute video as a trailer for what's coming up can be a great way to entice people to set the reminder, make sure they don't miss it. You know, because it's very possible for somebody to find your live stream or premiere right now, get distracted within 15 minutes or half an hour or longer, and end up missing it altogether, right? So trailers can help. So they're ideas. I encourage everybody to look into them a little bit more. I haven't used a lot of them. Another trick that a lot of people are using is putting shorts out to promote their new videos. That's a trick that all that fluff and stuff from Australia here in Superchat mentions regularly. Thank you, Jeffrey's Angel. Yeah, trailers can be helpful. I mean, we have one on Superchat. It's pretty basic, and you know, I don't want to say I didn't put a lot of effort into it. Yes, I wrote it, but it's just like those Star Wars letters that fly and just say, you know, Superchat's coming, and we're going to help you grow your channel. I really should do a better job on that, and on other channels that I run, we actually have well done trailers. They can be simple. It can be a one-take video where you're just describing what your channel's about, but again, I should do a better job of describing this. So one of these days, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to make a trailer and give you a checklist of different things you want to mention. But the idea is to introduce people to your channel, describe what benefit they're going to get by being subscribed to you, and then enticing them to subscribe, which makes sense, I'm sure. So Kelly Family Adventures, it's been a little while, but it's great to have you back. I'm just taking your travel announcements video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. This, of course, is a dynamic family of creators with pure variety on their channel. Longtime friends of Superchat. I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers that they're thinking about. I'm spinning the wheel right now. We'll see who's coming up next. Philip Lemon is going to be up on the screen. This is another creator that is here with us almost every single day. Always has energetic and positive things to say in the chat and brings us pure variety on their channel. With 129 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. And there's True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly, the second and new channel from Oracles and Beyond. AZ Mort Squad, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anyone you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. One of the things that I can give as almost advice for anybody that's brand new here in Superchat, or if you haven't been here many times before, we believe wholeheartedly here in the idea of giving much more than receiving. By that token, you'll find that the best success is found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them, giving them all the things you wish they would do for your channel, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Our moderators will always take out messages that are self-promoting when we say things like help us reach a milestone or come and visit our channel and things like that. So it's not that it's a big deal, it's just that self-promotion is always frowned upon in the YouTube community. So here in Superchat, everybody's always watching the chat to see what everybody else is saying. Most of the creators who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat for the first time, with good reason, because they want to see the kind of things that you say in the chat and how you interact with others to make a judgment call for themselves as to whether you will be a loyal and dedicated supporter interested in helping their channel, or if you are focused on your own numbers and milestones and things like that. So it's just a thought more than anything else, but the best success is found in making the first move, reaching out to others and supporting them. So let me get Stell Sweet Cuisine on the wheel, and then True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly, which is Oracles and Beyond. We'll look at both of their channels when they come up. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at Geeky Girls Journal, we see 319 subscribers here. Now, they've been longtime friends of Tuber Chat that come in occasionally to the live streams. 319 subscribers, like I said, is watching them grow somewhat rapidly. We'd love to see this channel move a little bit farther towards the 400 we know they're thinking about. What they are bringing is motivation and encouragement, and we'd love to help this creator get the word out a little bit more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the positivity and motivation that you find on this channel and the support coming back from them that you see them given here in Tuber Chat. Goldilocks is on the wheel now as well. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I'm going to start moving much faster through channels. We're not in any race, but I do have to go in about 25 minutes. So we'll try to get everybody's channel on if we can. We might be able to do it. Stell's Sweet Cuisine is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. There's Rambling with the Brums, a fellow Canadian in the house, and they happen to be a member. So, of course, we're going to put them onto the wheel right away. And Stell's Sweet Cuisine is here with almost 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They bring us delicious looking content more than anything else. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Stell's Sweet Cuisine has actually been a long time loyal and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat. So let me take your latest video, add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. AZ Mort Squad, yeah, usually the wheel is determined not just by how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators. And over time, when I start to get the wheel down to about 5 or 6 names, I start adding some names from our chat list. I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours just because it's time, convenient for me to stream at this time. But we do try to get to everybody's channel based on the fact that hopefully they can be here long enough. And again, the best success here in Tuber Chat is found in reaching out to others, supporting them, and then knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. But we'll likely get to your channel soon enough if you have some time to spend. Please read our video description for anybody that's fairly new to Tuber Chat, or if you're here for the first time today, because it's more important than ever that we're connecting with people with a specific procedure. What we don't want to happen, that we see often, is when creators are just racing to get as many new subscribers as they can, we find that they lose those subscribers within the next day or two. YouTube is being very aggressive lately about purging anything it deems are invalid or inactive subscribers. So we have to head to a channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long, leave a meaningful, genuine comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe. I suggest turning the notification bell on for everybody. I do that for all creators because I believe we have to do as much as we possibly can for each other. You should be able to meet up to about 8, maybe 10 creators per hour here in Tuber Chat, but any faster than that is too fast. You'll lose them all within a day or two, and we don't want anybody to go through that. I find that the heaviest losses come to the creators that are trying most aggressively to grow. Usually going from Tuber Chat to other grow stream, and then when I hear a creator say I lost 15 people yesterday, that's unfortunate, but it makes me wonder, wow, you got 15 people in one day? Then it kind of tells a story, right? It's like reading between the lines, and it's never a surprise. But, you know, losses happen to everybody. Again, we just have to do as much as we can. And we find that the numbers in YouTube are almost never accurate as well. You might have a day where it looks like you lose 5 subscribers, and then a couple days later you gain 7, and you wonder to yourself, well, how did I get 7? I didn't do anything today. Well, it's YouTube just putting back the same numbers that they seem to be taking. The other thing too is that we find that YouTube more often than not is taking away old connections to replace the new ones. One of the things that I recommend for anybody, especially if you're fairly new to TuberChat, is to keep track of everybody you're connecting with here, either with an app or by writing their names down on a piece of paper, so that within a day or two you can go back to their channels. First of all, see if you're still subscribed to them. Because if you're not, then you might have to step up your game when it comes to watching longer videos or more videos, leaving better comments and things like that. Otherwise, you can go into their channels, and if they have them set as public, you'll be able to see yourself in there or not, and then hopefully politely and with patience reach out and just let them know they have to reconnect. But I do have creators that tell me that they never lose subscribers, and that's because they follow the procedure to a T. They always take their time, and they cherry pick their connections, which is a great way to look at it. Prepper for life, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now, and I'm going to have to start moving it through channels. So we're going to start really rifling through these. This is True Crime Time with Cassie and Molly, and this is the same creator behind Oracles and Beyond. I think True Crime Time pretty much speaks for itself, but when we look at Oracles and Beyond, we get free Oracle readings from this creator in their live streams, most often with more than one creator as well. So they're sharing content and having a lot of generosity spread throughout their community here, but this can give you an idea of what's been going on in your life, what is happening now, what's to come. And Cassie has been a dear friend for a long time, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, so I hope you'll connect with her on both of those channels. Rambling with the Brums we saw for a quick second earlier because they are often found with Garden State Gardener, and I was lucky enough to catch them for Sunday Fun Day last night. Rambling with the Brums is a fellow Canadian, comes to us also from the homesteading community, and is constantly trying to help other creators move up, grow, gain more subscribers, and build their families. So on their channel, we get a big mix of videos, shorts, and live streams. I'm just going to take your video. I think you meant to put did you mean to put a title on that, or did you mean for it to say untitled video? I've done that many times. Rambling with the Brums has a lot for us to learn. Of course, they will take us indoors and outdoors for a variety of different videos, but again, with a lot of live streams where they allow and encourage people to connect with each other. A Slice of Sam, good to see you in the house. That's a family man who is also another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. A longtime friend of TuberChat. We're going to get to our next channel, Carpenter Self-Reliance, right now, and we'll see what they've got going on. They've been here for quite a while today, I think. Again, I've actually seen them out supporting a lot of creators, especially over the last several days. I've been lucky to be able to have been on a little bit more in the last week than some of the previous weeks, which is great, but I've run into Carpenter Self-Reliance regularly. So 933 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,000 that they're working on. They're officially on the road now. They've been back with TuberChat frequently. I'm still getting to know their particular brand of content, but they come to us again from the homesteading community more than anything else. I'm just going to take their latest video, put it in my catch-up list. They've been posting frequently almost every single day, which is great news. That's got to be great for engagement on their channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to these creators. I find that with a lot of the creators in the homesteading community, there's a lot to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by. Patty's Southern Kitchen and More is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I don't think they're still here in the chat with us. They were here on the wheel for a very long time, but we'll see what they've got going on. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're working towards. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers or 10 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. But we know that this creator has got over 500 because they've got their community tab. Oh, that's excellent, Rambling with the Brums. He did a Saturday night fellowship live stream. I happened to be there, and during that live stream, 5 channels hit milestones. So I'm curious to know from Rambling with the Brums, because you guys are able to do the push sometimes and get channels, quite a few family members all at once. Superchat, it doesn't work just because of the way that I've been doing this for so long, right? As many times as I try, we just can't do the whole, like, come on, let's get them 10 more, right? But I'm just curious if the losses are as frequent as I wonder. When it comes to those, because we've done that before, even Superchat, like when the Superchat channel, if I remember the story right, got its 1,000 subscribers, if I remember right, it happened during the live stream, but then we did slip below again and had to go into another growth stream to get that 1,000. Happy Lux has helped me out a couple of times. Ironically, 2 years ago, when it was time for my channel, my personal channel, to get its 1,000 subscribers, or what, I forget exactly how long ago it was. Happy Lux, when I was in his growth stream at the time, things were different than now, and the purging wasn't as aggressive. A couple of people spent the whole time just working on my channel, which I couldn't believe the generosity, but they got me, I think it was about 75 subscribers in an hour and a half, and they all stuck, or almost all. I was still well over 1,000. But it's always something to be considered. So Goldilocks is here. They've been here before. It's great to have you back in the house today. I still have to get to know the content on this channel, but I am going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up or get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. A spicy chicken leg celebration video, so that'll be interesting to see, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. Looks like more mukbang videos than anything else over here, and like I said, I'm getting to know the content on this channel. A slice of Sam will come up right now. And like I said, Sam is a family man. They do a lot of videos with family and friends. They have been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is coming up. They've actually had a long wait today on the wheel. We never know how long the wheel is going to take, right? Oh, Cabarar Gaming. Forgive me, I never got you on there today. We got Cabarar Gaming on there. They've got 2 channels, and they are incredibly supportive, so much so that they actually support on all of my channels. My personal channel, our copyright-free music channel, and then here in Superchat. Again, for anybody who hasn't seen it, any of the music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's all available on a separate channel that is found at the bottom of our homepage or in the links that are dropped here in the chat every 30 minutes or so, and there are download links for MP3s at the bottom of every song so that you can get them easily and use them. So Craig's Outdoor Adventures has 1,230 subscribers, or so. We'd love to push this creator a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list, and that will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Again, Craig's Outdoor Adventures comes to us from the homesteading community, bringing us a lot of outdoor adventures. Actually, you know, I could be mistaken about that, so forgive me. I'm categorizing too many channels with outdoor content, all as homesteading channels now, but we do have a lot of outdoor adventure channels that take us hiking and take us fishing and take us camping and different things like that. So we'll get to know Craig's Outdoor Adventures together, but they've been a friend of Superchat for a while now. So Jeffrey's Angel is here on the screen for the first time. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. Pardon me, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I look for something usually around 10 minutes if I can. I'll just take this 20-minute one, and I will add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next, we're going to look at Cabaret Gaming. Ali's Craft Pursuits is just mentioning not knowing how to add music. Now, it's going to be different for any app or program that you use to make your videos. A lot of apps and programs have music that is built in, and it makes it very easy to use that music and a little bit confusing to get music from outside. So what I've done with the copyright-free music channel is added MP3s as Dropbox links to the bottom of every video description. So you can just download those MP3s if you know how to do that, either on your phone, tablet, or on a computer. It's easiest on a computer, of course. But then you'll be able probably to just drag those right into your video, wipe out whatever other music you were going to use if there was any, get that going in the background. My suggestion for most creators is, when you have background music, when you think that it sounds great, turn it down just one or two more, because I find that most creators have background music that's just slightly too loud. It's not the background music that makes the video, it's the video that makes the video, but the background music can keep the flow going for you. If you look at it that way, you'll understand what I mean. Not necessarily saying I'm right. You have to make the right decision for your video and your channel as a whole. But I used to work in music, and that's been a big part of my life for a long, long time. And I wish for everybody to have great audio in their videos. So Cabaret Gaming comes to us with two different channels, and on this one they bring us a variety of different gameplay. I can see I'm about to fall behind, so I'm just going to take another Grand Theft Auto 4 video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We will see a lot of mix with this creator in between videos and live streams. If you're able to catch them in a live stream, what you'll find is that Cabaret Gaming is able to keep up with the gameplay and the chat, which is quite an accomplishment, actually. But they're warm, welcoming, always energetic, always positive, and you can feel the fun that they're having while they're playing. It's infectious. It draws you in. I always find that time flies when I'm hanging out with Cabaret Gaming. I caught them on a live stream just the other day. They've got a second channel as well. I'll show you this, Cabaret Vlogs, where they're bringing us tips, tricks, tutorials, and everything tech, including unboxing videos. They've got 126 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Chris's Clever Craft is going to be coming up right now. I already spun the wheel. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you added right away. I'm going to rifle through the last few channels as I've got to get moving in another 10 minutes or so. 483 subscribers for Chris's Clever Craft. We can see they put a lot of focus on other creators here as well. This is a creator who I've had the pleasure of getting to know for the last long while. He's been a great friend, definitely lives wholeheartedly by the idea of giving to others much more than he expects to receive, but brings fun and positivity and motivation everywhere he goes, including here in Superchat, for which I'm grateful. He has an interesting property and takes us both indoors and outdoors for a look around, sometimes for unboxing videos, sometimes for how-to videos, and sometimes just for a story to tell. He also puts a lot of focus on other creators. Like I said, here is a video for Scratch and PPA talking about watch hours, because he has crossed his 1,000 subscribers now. And Britain Farms Homestead is in the house. I've got you on the wheel. My peaceful moment, I put you on the wheel. We had you on the screen earlier. Not too long ago, actually. I think only about 20 minutes ago. Prepper for life. Yes, I've got you on the wheel as well. But yeah, you're absolutely right. If you say anything at all in the chat, I'll get you onto the wheel if you haven't already been there. Prepper for life's actually been on there for a little while. Chris's Clever Craft has another couple of channels. I'll show you both of these. He's got a gaming channel now that he started called Phasmonut, where he's playing a game called Phasmophobia. So we're looking forward to more content here. And then when we go back to his main channel, we can see that he's got another one called Tip the Table, and we're waiting for some more content on this one. He's already got 16 subscribers. We'd love to push him a little bit farther there. He's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I hope you'll enjoy that kind of support coming back to you. Chris's Clever Craft happens to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today, as we do with all of the members. Brighton Farms Homestead is here with 856 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They're already more than halfway on the road towards 900. I'm just going to take another video from you here, this caramelized onions video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And Brighton Farms Homestead, of course, is coming to us from the homesteading community, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the support coming back from them, as they are another loyal and dedicated supporter and have been for a while. I'm just going to look for a link for us if I can find one, and I'll get the last three channels, it looks like, onto our screen in another moment. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And A Slice of Sam is coming up right now. A Slice of Sam is a family man and somebody who does a lot of videos with friends and family, and mixes up the content on their channel. We'll have to see what they've got going on here now. Well over 1,500 subscribers. They're on the way towards 1,600. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to take their latest video, add this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And like I said, they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a while now. Let's spin the wheel. We've got another channel coming up. Is there anybody left that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen? In the meantime, if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. Pardon me, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. The Stock Explorer brings us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at the stock market and crypto. They have an informative video that they just put out about stock splits. Where did that video go? Here it is, this one here, and they've already done another live stream. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Oh, the Inspired Empowered Mama, thank you so much. I don't think we looked at your channel yet today. Silent Silver started sharing silver stacking. Very cool. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So Silent Silver, thank you for asking. Basically what happens is it's not just based on how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with other creators. What we do is we put different channel names onto the Wheel of Doom, we call it. It was lovingly named that way from a friend a long time ago named Mr. Naz. He still comes in occasionally. And when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6, I usually add some from our chat list. We're getting close to the end of the stream for today. But what happens is this is how we determine how channels get added to the screen. So it adds a little bit of suspense, as you can see. MSK Family Vlogs happens to be a member, so we're just getting them onto the wheel right away. They're one of our longest standing members. Now, the Inspired Empowered Mama has just become a gold member, so what that means is we're going to see this channel every single day, whether they're here or not, because they will have a slide that will run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, like when I switch screens, just like that. And then as well, their link will be dropped by Nightbot starting with the next live stream every 30 minutes or so. And those are the extra bonuses that they get. So as well, they'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day that they're here. But the Inspired Empowered Mom has been a longtime friend of Superchat, but they've been making frequent appearances again. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. You can see that they are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. It's pure variety on this channel, but you can see that they're mixing up the shorts as well as videos. And let me just scan back here and see if you've got live streams happening, or if that's something that might be a consideration for the future, possibly, right? So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. With over 300 subscribers right now, they got it nice and locked in, with 317 well on their way towards 400. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've got a lot of featured channels here with some familiar faces. And I'm just going to take your latest video and add that into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up with your channel and don't fall too far behind. So I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Silent Silver, just let me know if you're still in the chat. And if so, I will add you onto our wheel right now. A lot of times, even when we're at the end of the live stream, if we have a brand new channel that just happens to come in, I don't add them right away because I want to see if they're going to wait the minute before they get added, if they're going to. Cliff Hefner, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Cliff Hefner actually is a longtime friend of Superchat, or getting to be a longtime friend, so we'll put them on the wheel right away. MSK Family Vlogs is here with 1,480 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. They've been with Superchat from basically the beginning, so we're at episode number 378 today, if you can believe that. And MSK Family Vlogs has been here the whole time. They are one of our very first members, and obviously for that reason, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Silent Silver, I've got you on the wheel now. We'll have a look at your channel soon enough. MSK Family Vlogs is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. It's pure variety on this channel. They are a dynamic family of creators that mixes up the videos as well as live streams, and we see that they've started with shorts as well and are getting some serious activity on some of those. Lots of featured channels on their page as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see who is coming up next. We're going to get to our last 3 channels now, and then I have to think about getting going. This is Cliff Hefner, and like I said, they've been with Superchat long enough now. It's getting to be that I can say they're pretty much becoming a longtime friend. They've got 52 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the, road to the first 100. They're already more than halfway there. They've got some shorts. Hopefully some of these start to pick up, and we see that this creator is posting. They occasionally post frequently. We'd love to see consistency, so eventually we get to the point where, if possible, you're putting out one piece of quality content per week. If you're not there yet, then it's just advisable to get there as quickly as you can. Putting out one video a week is enough to make your channel grow on its own. But the things we do here in Superchat just speed that up. Thank you, Silent Silver, for that. I really do appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got on your channel when you talk about stacking silver. We'll see in a second. I talk about precious metals sometimes. I wonder if that's what you're talking about. I don't talk about it from a position of authority. I'm just interested in it. Let's see what is going on with Prepper for Life. This is a longtime friend of Superchat, as a matter of fact. Somebody who reset and restarted their channel recently and is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They post unbelievably frequently, as you can see. I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. She posts every single day, mixing up the shorts, the videos, and the live streams. She's somebody who I've spent a lot of time with. We actually did an interview a long time ago. It was about 4 hours and featured our friend Mr. Naz, who is credited with naming the Wheel of Doom. So we're going to get to our last channel right now. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. I'm going to go and get a link for us. Silent Silver is a brand new channel on the screen. We'll see what they've got for content. And you will see that I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this 20-minute video and add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch your video in full. I will leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Superchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I'm just grabbing a link for us. If you want to hit this link and just mention Superchat Raid, I will appreciate it. We'll go over and see our friend Towels Games. He's got a gameplay going on right now. Rock Chick Beauty is a dear friend to Superchat who has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. We're going to get Rock Chick Beauty up on the screen right now. The Inspired Empowered Mama, by the way, you did knock out the life from our stream boss with that membership, so you've become our new stream boss. I'm talking about the video game life meter under my camera, and for that reason, you're going to get a little bit of extra exposure there. And we'll see that when we get back here this coming Friday. Rock Chick Beauty does pure variety on her channel, sometimes unboxing videos and things of that nature. A lot of random live streams as well, where she has other guests come up on StreamYard with her. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. She is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She is a dynamic host, somebody who reset and restarted her channel about a year ago, and is very much focused on presentation and branding of her channel. She does different thumbnails for every video, but you can see the work that she puts into all of those things, and you'll find that she dresses up her channel based on different holidays and themes and things like that. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I'm just going to show one more channel here. Prosi Malembe will come up as well. And I've dropped a link in the chat. I hope everybody will head over there. Just please say Superchat Raid when you go. Towels Games is an extremely supportive creator as well. You might be able to meet a few more friends and family members over there. And I'll pin that link so that you can get to that easily. Prosi Malembe will be the last channel that we look at because my voice literally has had it now. 431 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment that you're here. And please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Towels Games a thumbs up on the way in. I'll be over there in a moment. We'll raid them together, and we will see everybody again very soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.